What's going on, everyone? This is Pilo with Digital 262, and you are watching Elite Talk.
Elite Society. Let's get it in.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Once again, this is Pilo with Digital 262. We are back in the studio with my man, G.
What's going on, King? How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. How are you, G?
Man, you know the usual, staying out the way.
Staying out the way.
The usual. Staying out the way, man.
All right, that drink looks good, man. What you sipping on over there, man?
I went back to the little sparkling, you know what I'm saying?
Sparkling.
Sangarita. I know that's actually like ain't that's a liquor too, Sangarita?
Sangria is, you got to say it right.
What'd you say?
Say it, what?
Sangarita?
Saint Rita?
Something like that.
Saint Rita's? It's pronounced sangria.
Oh.
It's a Mexican
You gotta roll the tongue.
You gotta roll the tongue. You gotta say it right.
You know.
I was finna say something.
Get your practice in.
So that looks delicious. So sparkling sangria.
Yeah. It's actually pretty decent. It's real decent.
Sangria is really good. Real popular Mexican drink.
Yeah. It's real decent.
It's delicious. And in this corner, we got my man T.J.
Elite Society. What's good? What's going on?
Man, you go with those sexy drinks, man.
Yeah. This one called the Aviation.
The Aviation.
It's feeling fly today, so it was appropriate.
I like that. I thought at first it was lemonade when I first saw that.
Oh man.
It do look like this little strawberry joint.
Yeah, it got a little kind of citrus taste to it. It look nice and refreshing.
Yeah, it look good, but I'm safe.
Yeah,
but you're safe.
Yeah, I can't drink that.
I got you. You know, you sure?
Yeah.
Once you kill that, we'll talk.
Yeah, a little drop, Sorry,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Nah.
You know what?
Peer pressure is a bitch.
For the finale, I'll take one.
Yeah.
So yak,
you heard him here first.
Yeah.
Yak or Hennessy?
Whatever comes.
That yak.
I'm gonna bring you some white Hennessy.
I think you'll like the white Hennessy.
I got you.
Hey, bring that, because that sound like that'll be.
Yeah.
I can't drink too much though.
Oh my God, that's gonna be an amazing podcast. So tune in for the finale.
At least 2 shots. Yeah. At least 2.
We'll each take 2 shots.
Bet.
And we'll just go in.
Bet. We can do that.
I don't drink brown, but I make an exception for that.
You don't like brown drinks?
Not at all.
No. Oh my God.
I love.
You see the whiskey video. You see I could barely.
Oh my God.
Man.
For those that don't know what he's talking about, check out our shorts. And he has that's whiskey that you're drinking.
Yeah.
And just I zoom into that little
It's a face I made.
Oh God, that was hilarious. As a matter of fact, I should put it up on the screen right here.
Oh man.
So check out this little shot right here.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb, for the reference.
So yes, brown is not his thing, but that was interesting. That was funny.
It was a while.
Well, gentlemen, we have a very interesting topic to talk about today. And for those that are tuning in, remember, you can comment on the bottom of this video. Let us know what you think about. And we're also looking for guests, too. We're looking for guests. So if you want to be a guest on this podcast, please write on the comments or go to our website, digital262.com, and just upload a video. You can send us a message. Just let us know what you think of the podcast, all right? We need more interaction.
We need more male guests as well.
Male guests, yes.
Yeah, we got to flip it up. So, if you see the podcast, if you got a question or a topic idea or whatever, just hit my man Pilo up. We got you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So today, we're going to have a little fun. So today, we're going to be talking about, what are we going to be talking about today?
Life after divorce.
Life after divorce. Oh, wow. That's going to be a tough one.
Life after divorce. And how it transpired when you in the dating world and, significantly looking for that.
Life after divorce. So for some of us, life after divorce could be very good, or it could be very, very bad.
Yeah.
And then today I want to kind of talk about our experiences with life after either divorce or life after a long-term relationship.
I was going to say
relationship. Yeah.
Because I believe a long-term relationship is somewhat like a marriage, right?
Yeah. After so many years, they say, I think it's like, 5 or 10 years, you kind of considered.
Commonwealth marriage?
10 years. I think it's 10 years.
Is it like 10
years?
Yeah.
Hell, it feel like 5.
Feels like 5?
Hey, 5 does equate to 10 these days.
Man, right? 2 years each year.
Yeah.
But, it can be very hard, life after marriage. And we're going to talk about some of the things that change. Maybe some things got worse, some things got better. I mean, what changed? And you know what, G, I want to actually start with you because I know you were in a long-term relationship, right?
Yeah, for 5 years.
So let's talk about, first of all, how was the relationship when it was in its peak?
Overall, it was great when it was like at its peak, at its high. Of course, it was great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first 2 years. That's of course that's the honeymoon stage, right? You know,
it's always the first 2 years that are the best.
It's like, you know, you at your peak, you doing your thing, and then when you start to get settled, that's when it be like.
So what is it about being settled that does that? What do you mean?
When people get comfortable, man.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It's just like, okay, I'm starting to know this person. I know this person now. I can relax, and it's like when you get into that relax mode, a lot of things that you used to do in the first 2 years, you don't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? The listening stops, the communicating stops.
Yeah,
you making it sound like wait. So who stopped the communication and who stopped the listening?
In my relationship?
In your relationship?
I say both. I'm not gonna just blame her. Because if I point the finger, that'd be terrible of me.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to get beat up later. Ladies, I'm not trying to get beat up. Don't catch me in the street. No, it was both.
It was both.
I think it was both because me personally, if I talk about myself, I get into a shell if something, I shut off. I shut down. And I think that was one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah.
Or not my pet peeves, my bad. My biggest things about me that I need to change is just I get into a shell.
Yeah.
So then when stuff not right, I just be like, all right, whatever, and then leave it as that. But
so that was the demise of that relationship.
Yeah.
Complacency.
Yeah. I don't think any relationship should get complacent, because when you get complacent, then you allow things to just be what it be.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe that brings down relationships while you in it.
How long was the relationship going on?
How long was it? It was 5 years.
5 years.
It was a little longer. Yeah. Because, you got the real beginning,
right.
talking and chatting and all that.
Before you make it official.
And then the first of the year was crazy, because the first of the year I actually sent her a text because we was at church.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we go together now. Like, what? I said, we together.
You asked her out via text?
No, like we was talking before then. We never made it official until the first of the year. Mm-hmm. So it was like I did that on purpose.
Yeah, right.
So they be like, "How long y'all been together? What day?" I'd be like, "The first of the year."
So it's easy to go back. Yeah,
it made it simpler for me. So I literally sent her a text and be like, "Yeah, we go together."
Yeah,
and she sung in the choir or whatever. And she literally looked at her phone and she started laughing.
Yeah,
because I was looking dead at her. And I was like, "All right, bet."
So the demise was that after 2 years. I mean, the relationship lasted, you said 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, yep.
So you had 3 years of hell. 3 years of basically
I don't want to say hell. It was just kind of like one of them. It was like a steady, you know how you look at it was like, and then then it just kind of, it slowly declined. And that was one of the big things. It was like communication. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It always seems to be communications. Yeah. But TJ, I'll ask you the same question. Yeah. So in your situation. Yeah. Okay. So do we want to talk about your marriage situation or your?
I'm an open book. So
you were married for how long?
It was a short-term marriage, less than 2 years. 2
years, huh?
Less than that. Yeah.
That was a honeymoon, bro.
Yeah.
So that was an annulment, not a divorce.
Damn near it should have been. I'm not gonna talk too crazy.
It's like a Hollywood marriage.
Yeah, but I mean, we got married off just the wrong pretense. Like, she. For those that know, I have daughters. She was pregnant, and I was raised in the church, and I felt like my parents, I've seen them raise us. They've been married, still married to this day, and I just wanted to provide my child the same thing that I got, same luxury of having two parents. But it was never a foundation built in that situation. It was just literally because she got pregnant, which sounds really terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the truth. So we tried to ride it out, man. But it just, when you settle for things, like you said, you settle for it and you know that it's not right. You try to sweep it under the rug. But inevitably, I think it was one day I just woke up, man, and I just looked in the mirror and I was like, can you see yourself in this marriage? Like dying with this woman? And without any hesitation, the answer was no.
Yeah. When did you start seeing, because you said it was shorter than 2 years.
Yeah.
When did you start realizing that this wasn't going to work? How long into the marriage did you realize?
I feel like I've always known that. I just surged past those feelings. But deep down, I always knew I'm a really decisive person.
Yeah.
But I felt like I can control that. So it was like a certain point to where we were just fighting more. It was toxic. I'd come home from a long day of work and it'll just be fights over just the pettiest things.
Yeah.
Or, when she would leave to go to the grocery store or go somewhere, I'd be so relieved, man.
Oh yeah,
like
I know that feeling.
I'd be like, oh, thank God, like because you get that me time.
Yeah.
And then when you don't want to be in a relationship like that. You want to be in a relationship where you miss your woman. You want to be around your woman. Of course, everyone has their me time.
Yeah.
But you want to be around your woman the majority of the time. But I didn't want to be around her at all.
Yeah.
So not to say that she was a terrible person, but we just weren't compatible at all, like mentally, emotionally. I've been knowing her for, how old was I? Maybe like 10, and she was 8. We've been knowing.
Wow, really?
It was like a childhood situation.
Yeah.
So you have a sense of you're familiar with that person. So it's just like, but that doesn't mean, just because you've known a person for years, it doesn't mean that they're your soulmate.
Yeah.
Or they're the person that's compatible with you, because they're not. It's just comfort at that level. So it didn't take me a while to realize that at all.
Yeah, especially in your situation, because you got in because you had kids.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm the one that initiated the divorce.
Yeah.
In most cases, women, they leave their husbands. You know, it's not, very rarely do a husband leaves because he has so much liability.
Yeah, right.
Financially, he loses the kids, and then it seems like the judge gives the woman everything.
Everything.
So it's like, even with me knowing those things, I didn't care. I just want to be happy. I want to be in a fulfilling relationship. You only live once, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be in a loveless relationship and have my daughters looking at me like, all right, this is normal.
Yeah, right.
Because it's not.
Right.
You know.
Well, let's not focus only on the negative, because I know in your relationship and in your marriage, I mean, there was some good times, weren't there?
All day long.
Yeah. So,
all day long.
So, Gee, what are some of the things you miss about your ex? And if you're watching, please comment below.
You know what's crazy? I think she actually watches me. Like, I think she
I'm
watches
sure she does.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
What makes you feel that way?
Because she stopped talking to me for a while.
Like she was mad?
I think I want to say she mad. I think she mad. Because I probably talk about it a lot, and it probably make her feel some type of way.
But we're not exposing her.
You know what I'm saying?
You never bashed her or nothing.
No, I don't bash. I just, because that's my experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's trying to get over the situation. You know what I mean? But to answer the question, what I do miss, she was a cook, bro. Like I said, I said this in the season 1. She know how to cook lasagna. That's how she really got me. Like, literally. I never been a lasagna person. She used to make lasagna, and that was
fire.
Man, it was fire. Yeah. So she used to cook, man. And then when we got to the point of like staying together, she did her womanly duty. I don't say womanly duty. I'm sorry, because I don't.
We don't edit that.
Take that out. No. She cooked, she cleaned, she did what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? The physical, it was there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't take that from her. You know what I'm saying? Like she did her thing when it came down in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
We did. We traveled. You know what I'm saying? We got it in. We was just like that. We actually shocked everybody because we didn't put it out to the world because we were so closed. Like we didn't want people to know. But once people knew and they found out, it was like, oh my God.
What, did they find out you guys were splitting?
No, together.
Oh, together. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they was like, y'all look so good together. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And then the kids, it didn't make it no better because all of our kids, her complexion, literally.
The split image.
Man, it looked like she had my I was like, this was weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it all in all, she was good. She did her thing, to the best of her ability. You know what I'm saying? And I did appreciate that in the relationship.
Yeah, that's a fair answer. So TJ, I'll ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
You missed your ex.
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Don't think about her just once.
TJ.
The only thing that I do miss is being in the same household as my children.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I miss.
I respect that.
As far as her, which I'm not saying she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, right.
But I don't really miss anything from that situation. The foundation, like I said, was never there. And I'm the type of person, I don't double back. Once I'm moving forward and I put my foot to the gas, I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't honestly say that I miss anything. I don't miss fighting. I don't miss being miserable. I don't miss dreading coming home or going to the gym and going to the grocery store and then doing everything not to go home. You know what I mean? I don't miss that at all. I don't miss just like life right now is just so beautiful.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I bet.
Especially I reflect on it now. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, because I was feeling so bad for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they made me feel guilty for getting a divorce and just submitting to that defeat. And at the time, people didn't understand where I was coming from. And I'm like, I don't want to be miserable. So many people, like we've watched our grandparents, even some of our parents, they settle for terrible relationships.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I just never wanted to be that. That was the blueprint. That was all I needed. And, you know, not to say too much about my own parents, but I feel like there were deficiencies in their relationship that really propelled me to get a divorce. Because, I mean, I honestly don't feel like they should still be together themselves. But, I mean, that's whatever they do is what they do. But I took that and I'm like, I'm not going to have that. And I'm going to take control of my destination. Yeah. I'm going to be in a situation that makes me happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have every right to do so.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the quick story, because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of the podcast, which is life after divorce. What happened after? So for me, let me tell you guys real quick. And I'm not afraid to say, and I know I've said it in previous podcasts, I was a really bad cheater when I was married to my ex-wife. And my ex-wife, you know, like in your situation, we were married. We known each other since we were young. I mean, since we were young, we started having kids very young. And we had goals, we had dreams, we had ambitions, and we actually made it. I'm not afraid to say that at one point, my ex-wife and I, we were extremely happy. We were extremely happy. And even to the end of our marriage, if I wouldn't have screwed up so bad, we would have still be happy. And you know, and it was me that screwed it up. I was you know, and I feel comfortable saying this because, you know, if you guys want to judge me on this, go ahead, you know, because I deserve it. But I was a really bad cheater. I mean, I've cheated on my wife almost weekly, on a weekly basis.
On that Tiger Woods.
I was on a exactly
out here crazy.
It was just so bad, you know, man. And I remember just coming home and seeing my wife's face, and she knew what I was doing, you know. But you know, she wanted to maintain the marriage. She did things to kind of try to keep me kind of, you know, from doing that. And you know, and I was just a bad cheater. But we had some really good times. And my ex-wife now, you know, I really have nothing bad to say about her, but it was just a bad situation I put her in, and I put our family. But one thing that I do miss, like you, I miss coming home to my kids. You know, I miss having my kids there. Now that we got divorced, life after divorce, now I find myself where my kids resent me for that. You know, and I said on my previous podcast that one of my kids even took my name off her birth certificate legally. So life after divorce for me was horrible. It sucked so bad. But this is not about me. So, Gee, I want to ask you. So after your long-term relationship.
He said, this is not about me.
It's not about me.
I like that reroute.
Right. Because he definitely came out of that mud quick. He said,
it's not about you. We was just getting in the bag.
Listen, gentlemen, I can go on and on about the things that happened in my relationship and my marriage that it was just horrible. But, you know, it's just, you know, maybe it's life. You know, maybe for another podcast we'll do that. But I want to talk about what happened after. How was your life after the breakup? So you guys break up. Okay, so I want to ask you the main question. So how did you feel? How was life for you after that breakup?
I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt.
Yeah. Did she break up with you, or did you break up with her?
I left.
You left. Okay.
Yeah.
You was on that Carl Thomas.
Yeah. I was I was gone.
I'm emotional.
You know,
you can't let go.
And I can't let go. No. I was hurt. I was hurt from it. You know, on a serious note, because I didn't want to do it, but it had to before it got to a point that it was to no return. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And somebody had to take the initiative, or it would have been something tragic.
Absolutely.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
I want to say the pettiness, like how you said when literally you said you didn't want to come home, like it was times you didn't want to come home. Yeah, that's at time I was feeling like that. Yeah. Like I did massive overtime at work. You know what I'm saying? Did Uber, Lyft just all day long. Yeah. And sacrificed my sleep just
to keep your peace.
Just to keep my peace. Yeah. So, and I'm like, man, something got to shake. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I love her to death. I still love her. Yeah. And then, you know, because it was 5 years, you know what I'm saying? And she was a part of my son's life. And that's a pillar of my, you know, when you're a part of my son, that's a pillar. So it just took, it was like me just not want to come home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, some got to shake, because then I feel like a lot of it took the frustration. I took my frustration out on my son a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I didn't want. Like he'll do something and I just get instantly pissed. And it don't got nothing to do with him by me being pissed.
So you say you were really hurt. How did you cope with because you know when you break up with somebody, it's like a death almost. Like especially if you've been with them for years.
Yeah,
it's almost like a death, but it's almost worse because they're not really dead.
Yeah, and you still see them, and I think that was the worst thing ever. That we broke up, and I was still seeing her on a constant base.
Yeah,
that's what hurt the worst because I'm sitting there looking like, did I really do this? Do I want to go back? I'm second guessing. I'm questioning myself. You know what I'm saying?
Why were you seeing her still? Y'all don't have kids together, right?
No.
Okay.
It was church.
Oh, okay.
Because we currently still go to the same church.
Yeah.
Just different locations.
Yeah.
So then when we managed to do one big location, you know, I see her, and it still hurt to this day because it's kind of like, again, that was 5 years of my life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, that I invested. You know what I'm saying, good and bad. You know what I memean?
Yeah.
So it was just like, man, still seeing it like
the ice box where your heart used to be.
Yeah. On my
so cold.
So when you would see her, G, did you have regrets?
I did.
Yeah.
So I did. I was like, you know, like, again, like TJ said, you know, not being there with the kids. Because even though we didn't have kids together, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I know our kids since, you know, 4 or 5 years old. So I was 5 years in, and I brought them in as mine. Like, they was my kids. Like,
absolutely.
I took care of them. I made sure they was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nothing to the father. I mean, I'm not putting him down because, you know, he stayed in another state, but
right.
I was there.
Yeah.
So it kind of just it hurt him because it's like, now I'm taking some from them because they already had some taken from them from their father, like their father left.
Yeah. They like again. Like,
and that's what the biggest thing that killed me with the kids, period. Not only did I'm leaving them, that I took my son away from her. Yeah. And then I'm splitting the kids up because they was a year apart. Yeah. So they grew up together.
So they were close.
They was close. They was like 3 peas in a pot. Yeah. Like, literally, you put them all 3 together, you be like, y'all literally brothers and sisters. Yeah. For real, because that's how close they look.
Yeah, wow. So
that was the biggest thing, just leaving. But I'm like, okay, I got to find my peace. I got to find it. I got to get it back.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't working. Like, even, you know, trying to get help, it seemed like it just wasn't working. Or me being me, and I'll take it to the chin. I probably was too stubborn to actually, you know, listen to the help. You know what I mean? So,
and I'm sure it was all around you. People were just
it was, and I believe it was. It's just I probably at that time wasn't trying to hear.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So that's I think that's what, you know, really kind of got me. To where I was at.
Well, TJ, you get divorced. Cause I know your situation is a lot worse because I know where you've been. Because I was married at one point too. So how was your divorce? What happened? So papers are signed, legal, done. How was life for TJ right after the divorce?
You know that Montel Jordan song, "This Is How We Do It"?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, so it was good for you?
It was, man.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, it was, man. It was very liberating.
Or should we say that Nick Cannon gigolo?
I ain't gonna go that far. You know, he got 12 kids by.
Oh yeah.
I ain't out there like that. But it was really good for me, man. I felt liberated. I felt like we drew the line in the sand. I'm gonna be a father to these beautiful girls. Yeah, they didn't ask to be here, but we're gonna make the best of the situation. But I also don't have to be with you either. And I think she took it harder because if it was up to her, we probably would still be together. Yeah. But excuse me. I just had to do what was best for everyone. So once the papers were signed and everything, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was kind of out here. Yeah. You know, I was on the, not to say that was what that was about, but everyone, we're humans. We want companionship. We want love. You know, we want something real. So I put myself out there in the dating market, man. Like, I remember it was crazy. I signed up for, and I used to clown dudes for doing this, but I did it. I signed up for a couple of dating sites, man.
Yeah. You didn't do the Craigslist thing, did you?
Hell no. I ain't do Craigslist, but I did. I think I did, Plenty of Fish. Yeah. Hinge. I did that. What was the other one? Bumble.
Bumble. I remember Bumble.
Which I enjoyed Bumble because the women had to initiate everything. Yeah, so I'm like, well, let me, because we put ourselves out there. Yeah. We put our game out there, and then if it work, it work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But a lot of women aren't used to that. So I was like, let me see your game. Let me see if you could pull me. Like, you know, so I did the dating sites, man. I mean, I have some horror stories with that, man.
I'll bet.
I remember I got catfished, bro.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you know how like I can't believe I'm saying this, man.
That is
well, you know. So this chick, she presented herself as like how would I describe her? Like Jordan Sparks, right? And, you know, for those that know who Jordan Sparks is, I'm sure you can probably plug a picture of.
Oh, yeah. This is Jordan Sparks right here.
She advertised herself as Jordan Sparks. Yeah. You know, I was talking to her for like a few days.
But she was saying that she was Jordan Sparks?
Her pictures.
Oh, okay.
She looked like she fit her profile.
Oh, I see.
She looked like her. Like, aesthetically, she looked good, you know. We were talking for a few days. I'm like, well, let's stop pen paling. Like, let's just link up and vibe and see where it goes in person. I'm an in-person type of guy. So I'm sitting at the bar, you know, I come early for most things, you know, so I can assess the situation. Go to the bar, I got my drink or whatever. She like, I'm running 10 minutes later, I'll be there. I'm like, well, I'm at the bar. I got a red eye suit on. You're not gonna miss. You're not gonna miss me.
The brightest man,
the target right there.
So you know, I start talking to the bartender or something, and then you know, I kind of got lost in the conversation. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look to my right. I'm just like, she's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "Hey." I'm like, "Do I know you?" I didn't say that. I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, "Well, she gonna tell me where I know her from."
Yeah.
And she was like, she sat out, and I'm like, "It's such and such from Bumble." I'm like, "Is what?" Like, okay, so we got the Jordan Sparks reference, right?
Yeah, right.
So, okay, this chick literally looked like, so people on dating profiles, right? They may put up pictures that were like 5 years old. They may be a little heavier than they were in the picture. You a whole different human being. I was pissed, bro. So you get Jordan Sparks, right?
You got Shrek, huh?
I got Precious, bro. You seen Precious, right?
Precious.
And no offense to the actress.
No offense. I mean, this is Precious right here.
She's beautiful in her own way. You know what I mean? But
oh my God.
It's, what I mean to say is like it's a disparity between like the profiles. You know what I mean? You're not what you said you were. So I played it off. You know, I was like, I got my drink literally like this. I'm like, are you serious right now? Yeah. She playing it off like you're not a whole different human being.
Hey, what's up with the head? You not.
To this day, man, I still feel a way off of it, man. I was just like, what the hell? So I'm like, so you're not going to just talk about the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Literally?
That was literally you. Not you, but her.
So, you know, luckily, you know, I think strategically, right? So I already had closed my stuff out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to go to the bathroom, finish my little drink. I never came back.
Oh,
hey,
no.
Why you ditch her like that, bro?
I was deceived, bro. She deceived me.
You got to ditch her.
But she's a person with emotions. She's feelings.
Am too. And she deceived the fuck out of me. So like I'm like getting in my car or whatever. She texted me. I ain't responding. So she hit me. And I answered. I'm like, what's good?
You answered?
Yeah. She's like, are you coming back? I'm like, nah. I was like, you have a nice night.
What?
Like, and she was just like, you asshole, and just cussing me out, and just I'm like, you hoe deceive me. How narcissistic are you to flip this on me? But it's okay. God bless you, baby.
Oh my God.
And I dipped out of that, man. And it was. I went on a couple. That left the bad taste in my mouth. But I went out on a couple more dates, and
I want to kind of talk about that. So once you got divorced, and how was the dating market? And I know that's a great story, man. Yeah. But how was it after that? I mean, was it easy for you to find?
Some were better than others. You know what I mean? You'll deal with women who were kind of in the same situation as me. They had children, they were divorced, and something traumatic happened. Yeah. And they were just in survival mode, trying to bounce back from that. Did that, dated women who didn't have any children at all. And I found struggles in that as well, because at the time my children were still living here, so they didn't understand, like, hey, if my daughter's sick, I may have to cancel on tonight. But I mean, overall, it's just me. I felt like the experience was valuable because it showed me what I wanted and what I didn't want. You know, I go out on dates with women and stuff, and you know, I listen to how they talk or what they're saying. You know, obviously you have a rapport, texting them and talking to them before the date. Yeah. But then I'll sit there, and if you don't really have too much to say, I'm the type, I don't waste time. Yeah, like I literally have told a woman, like, I let her say what she had to say, and I'm like, you know what, like, I appreciate your time or whatever, but I can't. Yeah. Like, I gotta go. Like, but I'll pay for the bill and everything. And I remember one woman, she got pissed. Yeah. She tried to throw water on me. She missed though. She had to be quicker than that. I was like,
the Matrix.
Fastest I ever moved. And she was upset because I told her, like, I don't see anything with us. And sometimes when you feel it, you feel it. You know what I mean? So the dating market was really, it was good and bad. I've had my highs and lows with it, but all in all, it's really nothing out here in these streets, man. Yeah, like it's what I took from it. But you know, fortunately, I've met women that were amazing as well. So it's just, it's like you're suppressed for a long time, and then you're getting released, and then it's just like you're trying to see if you still got it. Yeah, right. You're trying to see if, you know, that exists as well, but it is kind of a shock because you're so used to being in that situation for so long, and then you're just free. It's like you don't know what to do with yourself. Yeah, right. You go through those trials and tribulations.
I think a part of my issue was when I got back into the dating scene, it was just like what I seen in my relationship, I managed to like pinpoint when I'm dating, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like, you know, I date somebody, and if they communication, if I see something off, I automatically cut them off. Yeah.
You already know it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna work. So I'll be like, you know, and I don't get me, you know, met some potential women that possibly could have been good for me. Don't know.
Did you those red flags that popped up and made you want to say no, did you base those red flags on your previous relationship?
I did. And I think that was I feel that was actually where I went bad at, because
you compared.
I compared when she is not nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. They just show different. They different people. Sometimes same qualities or same whatever, but they different. You know, and I think that's what was a lot where it made it hard for me to actually date. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I talk to them, and then they'll do something, and I'll be like.
It'll be an automatic red flag.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm done. Because I don't want to go through this. And I used to tell them that, like, man, I don't want to go through this again. Yeah, so if this is what you own, peace.
Yeah. Right. Which it was unfair to do.
And it was unfair. So
that could have been just a miscommunication or something.
Exactly. And I beat myself up for that because I believe I passed up multiple good women that could have took me to the next level, or we took each other to the next level. But then I'm seeing that because of what I've been through. And I get it. We do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Men and women do that all the time. We'll see something and then we'll push it off because of, you know, what we've been through. Absolutely. Instead of trying to explore it and investigate it and see what's going on, we just automatically throw it into the, you know.
Seeing where the source of the real trauma is.
Right.
We just write them off because we're so scared that we're going to emulate that failure that we experienced that's inflicting us currently. So, I mean, I've been through that as well.
Yeah. And that's why I think it was mostly bad with me when it came down to dating. Yeah. So now it had to get to the point where I had to kind of now open myself and say, you know, G, listen, everybody is not her. She's not a bad person. Y'all just had a bad season. And that season was super bad where, you know, you wasn't able to, you know, get out the rain. You didn't allow the rain to pass. Yeah. So you left inside the rain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the thing about it. When we have our troubles in our troubles in our relationship, when it's the storm, we want to so personally get out ourselves that we don't allow the storm to pass. Yeah. And if we allow the storm to pass, it can get brighter. Things can happen. We should know how to maneuver inside the storm.
Weather the storm.
Weather it. And if we don't know how to weather in the storm and we try to just say, okay, I want to leave inside the storm, now we have more storms that we don't even know about that's going to come. And then we don't know how to work it out in that storm.
Absolutely.
So if I could say, was it my fault me leaving that relationship? I don't want to say yes and no. I just felt at that time I had to leave. Because my mindset was not there.
No, absolutely.
It wasn't healthy.
It wasn't healthy for me.
So let's talk about some of the points that will change when you break up from a long distance, or not long distance, but a long-term relationship or a marriage. So one thing was money. Okay. How was money? And we'll start with you, G. How was money for you? Did you have more money when you were in a long-term relationship or when you were single?
Man, I was balling when I had, listen, I had money.
When you were with the girl?
Yes, literally. The 5 years, I'm not going to even lie to you. Man, like, I think we was like on cloud 9. I'm talking about, now, my brother actually watches this podcast. He probably going to say something about it. So my brother, my nieces and nephews, and this is my god brother, he called me Uncle Commas. And I'll tell you that, and I call him Bank because we always talk about money. But then he knew I had money. I had a safe in my room. I had like 10 bands in there.
Man. Okay.
Just like a money, like, and I'm not BSing or nothing. Like literally, I had money in there, plus what's in the bank. Because I made enough money. And, you know, she took care of her side of the bills. I took care of my side of the bills, so it freed up money. Like, you know, we went on trips. Like I said, we used to travel. You know what I mean? Went to Texas. We went to Atlanta. You know, and didn't put a dent in our pocket. We were still good. House was taken care of, everything. So financially, it was awesome because it was like money, everything is split down the middle. And when you come up short, I'll tell her, like, literally my truck that got smashed last year on May 1st, my Ford Expedition, literally paid straight cash for it. I told her, go on the lot, go find a truck. We need a family truck because we got 5 people. We need something to travel in. We need something big. I said, go on the lot, let me know. She said, all right, bet. She said, hey, it's $3,000 to walk with it. I said, say less. Meet me in Delafield. She literally pulled up in Delafield. Go pick it up.
Damn.
And it was just as that. Like literally then it was
smooth transaction.
Man, smooth transaction.
What changed from then to now?
Man, all of it. Man, everything.
Got you feeling like Ric Flair. Woo!
Everything's on me, man. You know, and it is hard. It's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because all the bills is 100% me now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, 75-25 or 50-50 or whatever when I was with her. It was literally, now it's just literally all me now. So money be slim. I got to budget. I got to make sure, because at that time I didn't have to budget because I already knew, she get paid, we doing something. I get paid, we doing something. And not only that, me working, and she understood. That's the best thing I can say about her. She actually did understand me working. She knew I was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? She knew I had different avenues. I worked at Pop's Barbecue. That was money. And, at the end of the week, she already knew that was like $1,500 coming from Friday and Saturday. Automatically. So she'd be like, hey, we finna go get this. Cool. Because she knew what was up. So now it's just like trying to
now it's tough.
Man, budget everything. And everything is,
I get it. And not only that, but trying to look good to attract another mate or another person. It's just,
you're trying to keep yourself up, man.
Trying to keep the swag. Have enough funds for dinner dates and
man. Right now, boy, we pulling up to McDonald's.
Nah, don't ever do that.
No, I don't do that, man.
Get creative. Take them to a picnic or something.
I'll make some burgers or something.
Go by the lake.
But how about with you, TJ? Did you have more money when you were married than you were single?
I definitely agree with G on that. Like, because the people underestimate the value of a dual family income. Like when you got, because I've always had I was blessed enough to have pretty good jobs always. She had a really good job. So of course, like 2 heads are better than one, right?
Absolutely.
So it's like financially, we were good. We had a system. We had that's one thing that we did have right, is like financially, like we knew. She just budgeted very well, and I did as well. So, I mean, we benefited off of that. But when those papers were signed, man, you got child support knocking at your door. And, like if you have children and you get out of a marriage in Wisconsin, I mean, you're going to pay.
All day long.
Absolutely.
You got to pay.
I got 4 years to go. 4. I can't wait.
And I'm not going to lie, man. At certain times, it really defeated me because I was upset. Because I felt like the system was like flawed and it wasn't designed for us, But when I was on child support and stuff, man, it was hard, man. I was resentful, but I still paid it. You know, I have an abundant mentality because I'm like, well, I got a new bill now. So it's like, instead of like bitching about it and just being like, you know, defeated by it, make more money.
Yep, exactly. Just push yourself more.
I'm an able-bodied young man. You know, I can make as much money as I choose to.
Yeah.
So I took that abundant mentality and just made more money and stuff, man. But it is harder because after that, even though, you know, I had to pay child support and stuff, it was just like you go from two people working together. You had like a super team working together to win the ring. Now you're just casted to a garbage team and you're the LeBron James in the situation. You got to hold everything down on your own, which fortunately before I was married to her, I was already on that. But it was nice, you know, to have that when I was married. But then when that happened, when we got a divorce, I'm like, well, I'll just go back to what I know. And that's just hustling. So, and hustling not in a street way, but just just getting money. You know what I mean?
We talking
finding opportunities.
Legal hustles.
Legal hustles.
Legal hustle.
Yeah, never illegal hustles here. But I just figured I'd go back to the basics. You know, I didn't think I'd be here, but I'm like, well, shit. I mean,
you here?
I control this. You know, like I'm not anyone's victim ever. So, and I walked away. So, you know, when you walk away, there's a price that you have to pay. And I just, as a man, I just have to eat that.
Absolutely.
Now, understand, viewers, we both saying we walked away from our relationship. It ain't like we just saying it. Literally, we actually did that. Because, you know, we got men out here, and it's just a disclosure. We got men that don't walk away, and then they end up in jail or dead or whatever situation may be, or the woman end up dead or jail. And I feel like, you know, even with us, by us doing that, we took the right role for ourselves.
That's right.
And I'm just putting that out there because I want everybody to understand. It's just not we walked away because we're big and bad and we want to take. No, we did it for ourselves.
Because you don't even realize, like, I went through the ringer, man. I had people like, well, why'd you leave her with 2 kids? And why did you? I'm just like, well, were you in the household? Do you know what was going on? Right? And I'm not gonna sit here. It just really frustrates me. Like I feel like our generation, especially within the Black community, we settle for so much shit. And it's like, if a marriage isn't conducive for you, I don't give a fuck if you walk out that marriage with nothing. Walk out that marriage with nothing, because at the end of the day, your peace of mind, your quality of living means everything.
It's bigger than a dollar sign.
And you can't put a price on that. Right? You can go out in the world and you can make. Money comes and goes, you know what I mean? That's like a tangible thing to me. It's just, it doesn't matter. My peace of mind, my mental health, if a woman puts you in a position where, you know, she gets you jammed up legally because you're fighting, that isn't worth it. Walk away.
Absolutely.
Your daughters looking at their mommy and daddy just arguing,
fighting all day,
calling her all types of, and she's calling you all types of, I mean, who wants to live like that?
Right.
And that's
you have to take. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
You have to take control of the situation, and even though it may hurt, you may take some L's. Just know that it gets better with time.
Oh yeah,
and you're gonna come out on top.
That's good. That's good. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes just, you know, like he said, you know, it shows the kids, because then once they see that the parents are arguing and all that, it's how they gonna grow up. And we don't want to put a bad taste in the kids' mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they grow up in a toxic, you know,
you're giving your kid a curse.
Exactly. And it's like, that's what I shall not do. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with my son, like, that was one thing I didn't want to do, is give him a curse, a toxic curse. Because already he's seen that me and his mother failed. So then now he's seeing another. So then it's kind of like, okay, I got to leave this peacefully. I got to do the best I can to leave this relationship peacefully.
Or in his mind, he's like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this is going to fail.
Right.
And it's like, that's so unhealthy for children to even have that.
Absolutely.
And we giving them mental health issues in the beginning. And that's, parents, let's not give our kids, and I know there's probably another podcast one day, let's not give our kids mental health problems early.
Trauma.
Let's not give it to them early. And I think that's what we do when it comes down to this.
I agree. I agree.
On to the next episode.
Well, gentlemen, let's talk about our last bullet point I have here is sex. How is sex comparative to when you're married to when you're single? And T.J, I want to start with you.
You would start with me.
Yeah. Well, so did you have the best when you were married?
Just the D'Angelo.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It was exhilarating.
When you were married?
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to. Like I said, when you're married, it's different because sometimes when you're raising children together and you're coming home every night, it becomes like a routine. It becomes mundane, kind of. But when you're out here, say you're divorced, you're just a single bachelor. I mean, you out here, man. You getting it in, you going crazy. You know, like you experiencing things that you never thought that you would.
Absolutely.
You're like, damn, like I'm really living right now. You know, so. As far as the sexual aspect, I mean, that was better when I was divorced because I had my pick of whatever I wanted. You know, like I can be with this type of woman or this type of woman, or if this type of woman is more modest and this type of woman is more free, like I have the option versus your wife is who she is. You know, you can try to spice things up, but if she's not into threesomes, or if she's not into giving you head or whatever, then that's just that. It's like womp womp womp. You're not gonna get that. But on the single market, it's beneficial because I mean there could be a woman out there. They always say, well, one woman doesn't do, another woman will.
Exactly.
So it's like you can, all right, well, you don't like to do that. Well, she does. So I'm gonna fuck with her for a little bit, you know, and then you get that out your system, and then whatever flavor you're feeling at the time, it's like you're in an ice cream shop, you know, ice cream parlor. You just picking, sampling the different flavors and stuff, man. I mean, not to sound bad, you know. I'm a single man. I could do what I want, just like single women out there could do what they want. But I mean, it has its benefits, man. But all in all, what I've discovered, I'd rather just have that one person who I just had that sexual chemistry with, because it takes a while to develop that. I mean, you can have that spark initially, but to learn a woman's body or to learn your man's body, it takes a little while. You know, you have to have these conversations, uncomfortable conversations sometimes. But once you have it and their time elapsed, I mean, it's great. I'd rather have that than to be out here sleeping with like, you know, multiple people. But I mean, you kind of have to go through the motions when you're coming out of a divorce, because there's no telling how long you've been in that situation. You could have been married for 10 years and the first thing on your mind, well, one of the first things on your mind could be some new, you know what.
So coming out of prison.
I mean, you got to indulge, you know. I mean, we're humans, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. People are ashamed to admit that, but whether you're a man or a woman, we're all sexual creatures, and we crave that. So, it was great for me, man.
It was great. Well, how about you, G? Was it better with your 5-year relationship, or was it better afterwards?
Mr. Saved over here. Answer carefully.
Very carefully. Do you need a minute to, you know?
We didn't do nothing in our relationship. No, I'm playing.
What? Because you know me and Pilo was gonna be on your ass. Right. You ain't, no way you've been with a woman for 5 years and y'all ain't do nothing.
I'm gonna say it's kind of an even thing, because she knew me. You know what I'm saying? Like in the physical aspect point, she knew me. She knew out. You know,
she knew what you liked.
She knew what I liked.
Okay.
She knew my timing. You know, because my thing was, at that point I was a morning person. I wasn't a night person. It's like a morning, we getting up, you just getting out the shower, you putting on that lotion. I'm sorry, you finna get back in that shower because I'm about to
but tear it up.
So it's like so then it was, but after it was kind of like I say 50-50, and the reason because I didn't do a lot when it was after, because I want to say I was scared. It was just me not want to engage in people like because that's a physical attachment once you manage to do it, unless you go in really saying, this is just what it is, and I'm skating. And plus it's too much stuff out here for me to just, you know,
way too much,
you know, just try to sleep. No matter, you could be protected all day long, you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of this, you know, the organ that is being protected. It's not all the other parts of the organ that's touching. You know what I mean? So I didn't really engage in a lot of activity after that, because it was like, you know, I just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? But when I did, it was like,
it was
you know. And when women say men and all that, and they want to say stuff like that, it's like, of course you got to think about it. You're something new. You something different. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a minute. After that minute,
you'll be all right.
I'm coming back. You know, I'm finna take you to glory. No,
Well, your stories are very interesting. But you know what? I want to say something to the men in my generation. Yeah. Because in my generation, when I was married to my ex-wife, women, like I said the last podcast, women are expected to be in the kitchen and do a lot of things for the man. So in my generation, a lot of men didn't know a lot of things. For example, they didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to pick clothes for myself. It was like a baby, because I'm serious, because women were expected to do a lot. And my ex-wife did a lot. I mean, she cooked every day. I never did any cooking.
You grew a level of dependence on her.
Exactly. Exactly. So what happened was when I got divorced, I was like I didn't know what to do, man.
Start from scratch.
Start from scratch. I, eating at McDonald's every day because I didn't know how to cook. Getting ramen noodles and these things like that. I had to go to my mother's house if I wanted to get a good home cooked meal because I didn't know how to do. I mean, I was dressing ridiculous because I didn't have no one to tell me. You know what, you look ridiculous. So I didn't know how to do a lot of things. So for me, when I got divorced, single life was horrible. I remember in speaking of sex, sex was different, but it wasn't better because for when you're married, for one point is that you don't wear condoms when you're married. Right. So I never wore a condom till after I was divorced, and then I didn't know what to do with that thing, man. It's like I'm looking at it. Do I have to write some prescription or what? It's so you don't know what the hell you're doing. Do I open it up with my teeth? How do you even put it on? So
you know how to put it on?
Man, I didn't know how to put it on, bro. Damn. And then when I did put it on, it felt weird. I'm like, no, this is not for me.
He was like,
it's like how do you put this thing on? And then I put it on backwards, and it was just a mess, man. It was just a bad.
It broke, and then I was just playing.
It did break, but they put it on backwards, and then like, do you reuse it after you put it on wrong? You take it off, and it was just a lot of questions. It was just a bad timing, and the girl was looking at me like, "What are you doing?" So dating after marriage for people in my generation, it's hell. It's hell because in my generation is almost. I feel like we were built to be married. We were built to be with a woman, and that's just a generational thing, I think. But it was horrible. And then I was broke all the time because when I was married, and you guys know me, I like to pay for everything when with my wife. I'm a traditional person. So I find myself doing the same thing when I was single, paying for everything. And these girls were taking advantage of me.
So you was a sucker?
I was a sucker. Man, I was a simp.
You were simping out here?
I was simping out here, man.
I wouldn't expect that out of you.
But I didn't know. You guys got to remember.
But you're vulnerable too when you're getting out of a marriage.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm getting out of a marriage. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just, and the thing that I realized is that I was looking for another wife. That's basically what it was. I was looking for another wife.
You're looking for a replacement. What you lost.
Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't know how to take care of myself, gentlemen. It was horrible. It was horrible. So thank God, God put somebody in front of me. We got married, and now, I'm not saying that I'm back to being totally dependent because that time I spent, being single, I've learned a lot of some things. Shit. So now, my wife now has the best version of me that I could ever be.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It worked out for me, but for most men out there, I mean, this is a horrible situation.
Just imagine being single right now.
Oh my God, I couldn't see it. I can't see it.
Yeah, because women are different nowadays, man. It's all about what he can do for me, and if you can't do that for me, it's okay.
I couldn't do. He can do nothing for you.
Yeah, so it's a different market out here, man.
Yeah,
I feel like the quality of women are kind of
I agree with that
these days.
I totally agree.
Being tainted.
Those old school principles, that were possessed, like. I feel like that's in a certain bracket, man. But these women now, and even these men out here, man, they just want to screw, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
There's nothing out here in these streets.
There's nothing out here, man.
When you find somebody great, hold on to them and just love them because it ain't shit out here in these streets.
I couldn't have said better. As a matter of fact, that was going to be my segue to end this conversation. So you took the words right out of my mouth, but you hit the nail right in the coffin. You find somebody good, you stick with it, you make it work, man. Because I'm telling you, man, it's hard. It's hard.
It's gonna be shit with everybody, like people, they jump from person to person thinking that they're not going to deal with anything. No matter who you deal with, it's always going to be a con to them. But it's not about that. It's about working out the kinks, ironing them out, and making it work. Because everyone has shit. Everyone has baggage. Yeah. But it's about the baggage that you're willing to put up with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, gentlemen. Great conversation. Again, if you have any comments, please write down on the bottom of this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to chime in? Please write on the bottom of this video and share and like this podcast. But we're going to do Hater of the Week. G, we have a segment called Hater of the Week because we have so many haters out here.
Get them,
oh
G.
my God. So G,
They've been coming for me, man.
They
ain't even watched the podcast, but they want to come for me.
They coming for you.
So what's the hater of the week, G?
So do I want to say he was a hater, but it was kind of like a hater to just black men in general. And I'm gonna say his name is
What'd he say?
Tim Robinson.
Say it loud.
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson.
Yeah.
Come to the front of the class.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself about this comment. It blew me. He from, I don't even know where he from. It start with an M. Whatever. It's stupid. But
Minnetonka.
Something like that. It's
somewhere in Minnesota.
It's somewhere stupid. And literally, but he stays in Fishkill, New York.
Okay.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Fishkill, New York.
I never even heard of it.
That tells us everything we need to know.
Right. And the man looked like about 50. So check this.
Okay.
He said in the comment, we did the short about.
This is the comment right here. Yep.
Assume she's on that big D vibe.
And we assuming that you don't got a big D.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you really
He
mean
don't
by
got one. He fell away. He
a
tricked.
big D vibe? What is that? That mean, are you really comparing yourself to another man's penis? Or what? If
Shame.
you losing women, your women, white women, if that, because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
because our penis is big, something is up with you, bro.
Genetically.
Hey, we don't have nothing to do with that. It's crazy because somebody on the,
That's the issue with you and God.
you and God. And it's crazy because somebody said it, Thor pulling. She said this, and this is what she said on the comment. She said, I assume you know this because you don't have one. Laughing my
She
A
responds
off.
to his.
She responded to his.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, dude, so you really hating on us because you really looking at our penis? Suspect. Bro, listen. You get hater of the week because you hating on another man's genitals.
On another man's dick. I'll say it.
Listen,
crazy to me.
Listen, we gonna say hi to this hater for hating on another man's genitals.
Yes.
Hi, hater.
Hi, hater.
We love you though. Keep watching us.
We love you though.
Keep watching. So what's his name again?
His name is Tom Robinson.
Tom Robinson.
Should we tag him?
You a hater. We should tag him. I'm gonna tag him in this video, so hopefully he watches.
Tom, we still love you.
Make a video, Tom. I mean, we're all about perspectives here.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Make a video and explain what you meant by that comment, and we can have a dialogue.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is the comment. And thanks for the hater of the week there, G. But what we're talking about is a short that we did recently with my man TJ here.
Yeah.
Talking about how white men were looking at him when
I'm in an interracial situation.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, man, because we didn't even think it was gonna go viral.
Yeah.
We were laughing. We're like, damn, this is putting up numbers. Like, this is crazy. But people need to watch the entire podcast and they will see the context because I don't exclusively date anybody. Like, if I vibe with you, I vibe with you.
Yep.
But we received a lot of hate, man.
Oh yeah, a lot of hate.
People going in on me, people going in on each other. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was a crazy video. But check out our shorts. You can find them on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And then comment. Let us know what you think. But that specifically is that short was called Black Men Dating White Women, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So check out that short and let us know what you think. It was an interesting one.
Mr. Tom, get some help, bro. Get some help.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, man.
It's crazy because I was looking at all the comments and that one, it just stuck to me and I just was laughing off.
Yeah. Then people say, "Oh, he made that up," or it's like, how can you speak on another person's experience? You know what I mean? Like, you have the right to not agree, but these are my experiences. Yeah. If you don't like it. Not that I'm saying that it doesn't happen the other way around or any of that. It happens both ways, but it's like I was speaking on my experience. People just personalize everything. Fortunately, we have thick skin here. Yep. So, I mean, you can say however you want to feel, but just be open-minded and just really watch the podcast and then they'll put everything in the context.
Yeah,
instead of a 30-second clip because that doesn't show you anything.
They can't because it's the big D vibe.
It's the big D vibe.
But sex will only take you so far though. Like, I mean.
No, Tom said you got the big, is like she assumes it's the big D. So I guess he said you got one.
He's right, but I mean. I mean, but it's different levels to it. You know what I mean? I have intellect. I have things going for me. You have to be a package.
He only sees your package.
Tom, make a video. Let's talk.
He only sees your package.
Yep. So I'm bet when he walks around and he looks at every black man, he just assumes.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to use the bathroom and worry about his package.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about the
probably
next
in the stall looking over like,
let me see if it's true.
What you mean by
Let me do some research.
but we love you guys.
But we toast to you, Tom. Thanks for being a hater and thanks for watching.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for commenting because, you know.
Make a video. Make a video.
Yeah, make a video of what you think and send it to us. We like to hear all sides. So thank you, Tom.
Absolutely.
Thank you, G, for that. So, gentlemen, it's a great conversation. But let's do final thoughts. What do you think? So, G, we'll start with you.
It wasn't love at first sight. It took 5 minutes.
What?
It wasn't love at first sight. It took 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm not gonna say nothing.
It's food for thought right there.
Oh wow.
It's crazy because look at TJ.
I'm just still trying to wrap my mind around that. It was love at first sight, but it was 5 minutes.
Yep.
Wait, it wasn't love at first sight.
It wasn't love at first.
It wasn't love at first sight. It took 5 minutes.
I think it's one of those bars I'm gonna be driving home and it's gonna register with me.
You like, bing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what he means.
Took 5 minutes. All right, that's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, what you got, TJ?
I would say, man, like, never double back. If a person is an ex for a reason, for whatever reason it didn't work out, some people like to come up with excuses. Oh, it was timing. It was this, that, whoop-de-whompty. No, it didn't work out for a reason.
Yeah.
Look forward. Don't look through the rear view mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Just look forward and just keep your keep your foot to the. It's the cocktail.
It's the cocktail. Yep.
Every time. This is why
Normally
I'm
it hit
on the
earlier. It hit them kind of late today.
Yeah, it was like a late reaction.
This is straight gin too, man.
Oh my God! Usually you're soft stuff the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah, it took a little while, but it crept up on me. But, I would just say shit.
Go ahead, Pilo. Pilo, what you got?
We know what you're trying to say. We get it.
All I'm saying is, I don't even know. I lost it. We still got to do the drunken episode.
We still got to do a drunken episode.
Y'all, that'll be
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
So can't wait. So, well, thank you, TJ.
Y'all know what I was trying to say, though, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure everyone knows what you're trying to say. We got it, bro.
Y'all know my heart. Charge it to my mind, not my heart.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
thank you, my Elite Society out there, for watching another episode of Elite Talk with my man G and TJ. Don't forget, please visit our website, www.digital262.com, and send us your videos. We have a segment called Single, Married, Divorced. Now, remember, in that segment, you can send your videos asking us a question, any question, and we'll give you an answer from 3 different perspectives.
Absolutely.
All right, from a single guy, a married guy, and a divorced guy. So send us your video. Go to our website and upload it. Please, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So do so.
Comments, participation.
Subscribe.
Let's get involved.
Yep.
You know.
Absolutely. So we're almost coming up to the end of the season, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So our next podcast is going to be the finale, season 2. So we have 24 episodes in the bag.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
We got a catalog. Man.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait. So, so again, my Elite Society, thank you for watching another episode of Elite Talk with G and TJ. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace. Appreciate you.